Hi folks, it's about 10 o'clock. I just finished my lift. I just want to show you guys. See what I mean with a 2-inch budget boost? Do you remember the prior video in the front of what it looked like in the front? Remember, I could just get one set of hands here. Basically like measuring a horse in hands. Basically, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 hands worth of room in here now. So to sit here and say that, okay, this is all the room that was in there before, and yeah, they're slightly bigger tires. I just want to show you it's the same size tires in the first video, 255 70R17s. I probably said 16s in the last video. I don't know why. 17-inch rims. But yeah, that's what that little tiny 2-inch lift does. That's what your tiny little 2-inch lift does right there. See that little budget boost right there? That little lift gives you all that boost right there. And now I could probably fit 33-inch tires in there without hitting anything. So she does have a little bit more. With the 2-inch spacers, you really can't tell that the wheels stick out further. But they do have a rather large high lift though, right? Just for a 2-inch lift. So, folks, do not put more than a 2.5-inch lift, 2-inch lift. I believe this is 2 in the front and 3 in the back. And the reason is because your axle angles are going to be really bad, really bad the higher you go. So you got to keep that in mind. You do have to take off your upper control arms. These are JBAs, but you have to take your control arms off, upper top, in order to get your strut in and out of there fully. You could push this all the way to the top there, and you're still not going to clear it. So you'll have to take out your upper control arm. Other than that, you take off your lower control arm and you take your ball joint off and turn your rim, you'll be able to get this lift in with no problem. The only thing I could see is that you'll have to make sure that you compress the spring about 1.5 inches. So what I did is I used some ratchet straps. I did break one. The pressure of the spring was just way too much for one. The other one caught as safety, so that was good. So I did it with 2 more, and I actually wrapped the hook around there and wrapped it around the clevis, which is that little, this little piece right here that I'm pointing at. It's really bright. Yeah, see that bolt sticking out right there? Yeah, right where the beam of light is, that's your clevis, which goes all the way down there. So once you take your clevis out, you could actually turn around and manipulate it. But I'm telling you guys now, you're going to have to put that bolt back in the bottom. That clevis bolt right there, that nice shiny new one. You're going to have to take that bolt out and then take that and put that bolt back in before you try putting it back in here. And the reason is because this is going to want to kick out away from that bolt hole, and it will make it impossible to line that hole up. So make sure you put that bottom bolt in first, guys. I can do this in the other side. I took a break 8 dinner and stuff, and I did the other side in about an hour. So that's really not bad to be able to do a budget boost in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours time. But this took me 5 because I did drive axles also and struts. So being that I had to take everything out and take my old budget boost off and put it on this, was a little bit more time. But you know, smoking cigarettes and taking a couple whacks here and there was helping to alleviate the pain. The coyotes are out, so I'm going to call it a night, guys. But this is definitely how much room this thing gives you now. Just to show you, that is a massive more amount of room versus 4 inches of room. And that's what a 2-inch budget boost. You can see how much lift it gives you. It makes it look badass, I admit, but I'm actually for offset rims because I got 2-inch spacers in there now. As you can tell, they're pretty big. And it don't really make these bad boys stick out very far, does it? No, right? So keep that in mind. I think if you want to run bigger tires, I would definitely use wheel spacers until you get offsets. But it's Red Hand Reviews, guys, saying peace out. Love the country. And my WK is officially lifted again.